anything called Shepherd. Oh, those were two shepherds. Shepherd, oh, wow, that's double. Is that spelled the same way our shepherd is?
Oh, the Shepherd's in the.
Yeah. Okay, I heard the bell chime, so we'll call the Planning Commission for September 16th, 2024 to order. First order of business, the approval of minutes from the meeting on August 19th, 2024. Does anyone have any additions or corrections to the minutes as published? Hearing none, we'll accept them as distributed. Next order of business, public hearings, proposed amendments to the Somerville Unified Development Ordinance, Chapter 13, Sections 13.3.4 and 13.3.6. Tell us what we're
I'll
doing.
just briefly explain those. We get to the. So these amendments are being requested from town council in section 13.3.4. The tree protection board is currently the only board that we have that still only has 5 members. So council has requested to up that to 7 members so that each council member and the mayor can have an appointment to that board. And so that's the change to 13.3.4. In 13.3.6, they would like to make it so that a minimum of 5 of the 7 members on that board on the BAR reside within the historic district. Currently, we have 3 at-large seats that are historic district residents, but they want to add 2 more, make 2 more of the seats be historic district residents. We did have I did add a caveat within that. Let me go to that real quick. Where because those seats also have another specific requirement associated with them, I did add a caveat where if we can't find a qualified applicant who lives within the historic district with a unanimous vote of council, they can be approved to not be a resident, if that makes sense. Just didn't want us to get stuck where we didn't have someone who met both requirements. So that's the change on that one. And don't believe we have anyone who actually wants to speak on that. So if you have any questions, just let me know.
So you go back to the previous page, there's a abbreviation. Yeah, keep going. It's the one you're reading first.
Oh, Tree Protection Board.
Oh, that's what it is. TP.
Yes,
Okay.
tree protection board, sorry.
I was trying to figure that. Okay. I see it
What
further
board,
up there.
Jesse?
The tree protection board.
TBPD.
Yeah, TPB, tree protection
Say
board.
that 3 times fast.
Nope, no, thank you.
On the Board of Architectural Review. So that'll be 5 of the 7 members that have to be
Residents of the historic
residents of the
district.
town.
Of the historic district.
Historic district.
Well, essentially of the town. The other 2 members don't have to be members of the town.
Surely they have to be members of the town. They can't be.
Yeah, so technically, all of them are supposed to be members of the town. The town code does allow for, with a unanimous vote of council, if we don't have anyone who's a resident, they can appoint someone who is not a resident of the town. I think it's a resident or a business owner within the town.
We've had that before.
So we have had that happen,
With architect. with an
particularly
architect.
on design review board and on BAR because of the specific requirements associated with those boards. We've sometimes not had applicants who met the design professional requirement and also lived in town. This is making it even stricter where they not only have to live in town, but they also have to live within the historic district. Which we do currently, 5 of the 7 members on the BAR do currently live within the historic district, just by nature of who's on there right now, but this would make it a requirement.
Okay. Is any Anybody in the audience wish to address either of these? If not, we'll close the public hearings and move on to our business meeting. And the first order of business under new business are street names.
Yes, sir. The first one is for the Sheep Island development. 4 names are needed. Obviously, there are more than 4 names here. So you can either, it's up to y'all whether you want to approve all of them or choose 4 to approve. There are some that are very somewhat similar in name, so.
I wouldn't want to live there waiting for a package. You could go to any one of 4 streets.
Right. Jesse, I'm reluctant to approve the ones with Shepherd in it because Shepherd already being a location in
Yes, ma'am.
town.
Yes, ma'am. We do already have obviously a Shepherd Street. We have that in numerous occasions where you have just a plain Shepherd Street, but if you add another word to it, it doesn't technically count as a conflict. But you know, it's up to y'all's discretion as to whether you're comfortable approving them or not, so.
If we can omit the ones with Shepherd in it and still have enough, I would love to do that.
Let me see. Yes, we would still have at least 4. So is that your motion, Elaine?
Which ones will you? approve?
There's
I
like
move-
7.
I move that we approve all of the ones listed except the ones that have Shepherds in the name because of Shepherd's Park being in town and not wanting to get mail confused with that.
Is there a second?
I just want to know which of the 4 those. I think we have more than. If we take
Oh,
the
there-
benefits out, there's more. I have Island Pasture Boulevard, Lamb's Bluff Road.
Yeah, well, the emotion is to approve all of them except the ones that have Shepherd
We're
in
gonna
it.
give them some extras.
Yes.
I don't want to live on Flock Street either.
Well, I don't.
Flock Street.
So
FLOC.
do I have a
We'd
second?
be in trouble. Give
I'll
me
second
directions
her
to that.
I
I
have,
would second the motion to get.
I already have a second.
Delete the Shepherds.
all right. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, call for the question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
I,
Those opposed? The ayes have it.
All right,
And-
the next one is for the AMH development, which is the Salisbury tract. 2 names are needed. The 3 names are available. There's Coltrane, Bogart, and Scruggs.
Are these streets, roads, lanes?
So that will be determined, we'll look at it kind of based on the type of road it is and determine what the suffix should be. But these were okay, no matter what their suffix was, so.
I move to approve Coltrane and Scruggs.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. You don't like Humphrey, huh?
Well, they didn't say that they needed them yet.
Okay. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
I,
Those opposed, the ayes have it. Next is the proposed amendments to the Somerville Unified Development Ordinance, Chapter 13, Sections 13.3.4 and 13.3.6, dealing with the Tree Protection Board and the BAR. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
I second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for the question. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, the ayes have it. It's unanimous. Anything miscellaneous, Miss Jessie? Is everybody caught up on their training?
No, sir,
Okay.
but we have a little while
A
to get
little
that done.
time, okay.
But yeah, we'll keep sending those out as they're available.
I'd like to apologize to the commission for missing our last meeting. Had a wife that was a little under the weather and I was taking care of a grandson and the time just shot past me, so I did not make it. Other than that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We stand adjourned.